Thank you. So my talk is on augmented reality in cinema. You know, cinema's had a history and a language for 100 years or more, but we don't really have a language of augmented reality. So what might this look like? And cinema can teach us a lot about this because there's a lot of overlap between AR and cinema. This is a still from my film Otherzone, made in '98. That's the performance artist Stellark on the left there. He's wearing a monocle, an AR monocle. Back then we had to use special effects to put AR into films. This is Learning from Las Vegas by Robert Venturi, a book that studied the importance of signage and the speed and direction of the subject in relation to signs, particularly those in Las Vegas where they did a huge study on road signs. This is some little diagrams I put together to look at the relationship of the subject, the viewer, in relation to signs in terms of AR. The subject can be, the material can be revealed by the AR or be in front. Cinema can now be viewed in the place where it was filmed. Big deal. And maps and can be used as a form of script writing. So bullet chase can be geotagged. You can see scenes from films where they were filmed. Big deal. This is the Schüfftan process for combining live action with models, and Steve Mann's augmented reality headset also uses a half-silvered mirror to combine the real world with the computer-generated. So the Schüfftan process combines them. Earth versus the Flying Saucers had a head-mounted display taken from an alien that had crashed. It let them see the world enhanced through it. So an early film with AR. 13 Ghosts gave viewers a red filter to view so that you could see ghosts in the film with the filter. This is not 3D. You were told to put them on when the characters in the film put on theirs, so you could actually... the dam busters, the bombardiers, use Y-shaped wooden rangefinders to line up the ends of the dam to drop the low-flying plane bomb. Star Wars copied the scene 22 years later for the famous targeting computer scene. Star Wars films also used the binoculars, which let them zoom into distant banthas and imperial walkers, overlaying the range information over the top. Ahead of its time by years. The Terminator films, the Terminator's a lone kind of corporate soldier bureaucrat who just scans and targets and kind of tracks and optical character recognizes, much like the targeting in Top Gun. Kerry Karahalios and I worked at the MIT Media Lab on a project called Diorama. I designed the 3D shapes there, which were icons that you could see dynamic phenomena like Wi-Fi information. Fight Club showed the alienation of the main character by showing AR kind of IKEA catalog information. And THX 1138 had holograms where the alienated characters would watch sort of Rodney King beatings over and over again. Otherzone is my film. We had AR in that for navigation. The characters could use it for navigation. And 3D models would appear in front of them. You could shake a key out of a piggy bank to get sort of secret information. Robocop has his memory removed and he has to regain it. Big theme in 80s postmodern cinema. That's my symbol there for dynamic information. Iron Man is similar to the Terminator and Robocop, another loner integrated with his dynamic AR information. Talk about Las Vegas. His entire view is a kind of dynamic Las Vegas. And dynamic projection displays. John Underkoffler's Luminous Room, which was on display at Media Lab when I was there, has since gone on to influence Minority Report. Spies used them in films too. James Bond, X-ray specs, Mission Impossible adds things onto the front. So you get the less interesting but kind of, yeah. My film, Otherzone, we had to use special effects for that back in the 90s. And Diorama, we had to use SGI machines to do what you can now do with things like space glasses now for under $1,000. They Live, 1988, John Carpenter, classic film. Revealing information that would otherwise be hidden. And this is the great promise of augmented reality, that we can customize our field of view and make it ours. A great promise for the future. So this is the Archimedia Tumblr. Molly Hangwitz and I are Archimedia. That's my website, and SFSU Design Department, where I teach this stuff. So thank you very much.